I felt a little bit, not overwhelmed, but I didn't know what to do. I think when you have the frame on, it's one of those things where you just have to adapt yourself. Like, no matter how much somebody may tell you about it, you have to adapt yourself. So it was a little bit maybe confusing for me at first. My mom found fixator covers on Etsy, and you just put your foot through here and then just pull it over. And it's covered.
That's amazing.
When looking for shorts, I had to find, like, these have snaps on them, so I can just, we found them on Amazon, and then they open up like this. And then you can close them up, and that was probably the toughest phase I had to go through doing turns. First, they taught me how to do the turns, but not only did they teach me, they also kind of gave me an idea of when I should be turning, and I came back every week. So every time I would come back, they would ask me about pain, and they would talk me through it and help me with managing my pain. The most I had to pay attention to was my pin care, because it was a little bit more irritating for me. But I had to pay attention to, like, do it every single time I was supposed to. I couldn't miss one, so I had to pay attention. Even in the beginning, I had to mark it down whenever I was doing it. I had to set timers for what time I had to do it and what time I had to take my medicine and things like that. To be confident with the frame on, I think when it stops hurting, probably, is when I felt most confident with it, because after the surgeries, I was kind of just tiptoeing around. But I think once I was just less aware of it, not paying so much attention to it, was when I was more confident about it. Walking is extremely important when it comes to bone healing. And it feels better once you're able to get back on your leg, and it also feels a little bit more normal, so you're bringing a little bit more normalcy in your routine, so yeah. I don't like asking people for help. I need to ask people for help sometimes because I can't do everything on my own. But I'm stubborn, and a lot of the times I just, I kind of tried on my own and then, like, hurt myself in the process of trying on my own, so don't do that because it's not safe. But definitely ask for help if you need it. Yes, the doctors told me that I can go back to normal completely. I just, you know, the muscles that you have in your leg, pay attention. Make sure you keep yourself conditioned, because you can't just have no muscles in your leg and then go out running because you're gonna hurt yourself. But they said that once this is over, I will be able to do anything that I want to do. I don't have patience at all. And I think you have to be very patient and wait a little bit and not to be so hard on myself, because I feel like if I mess up even a little bit, then it's just gonna, like, make everything bad, but that's not how it is. I just pushed myself on those crutches. If I was tired though, I would not go any further than I was tired, because that's the one indicator that you need to stop. I think it's okay to feel like you're, I guess, stuck, you know, that it's taking a minute, that you're just having a bad time. It's definitely okay to feel like that, and I don't think that you should beat yourself up, because it's going to feel worse if you do beat yourself up. And I think the most important thing when you do feel like that is to, at the very least, write it down or talk to somebody. Crazy. Mental health is probably the biggest thing that I struggled with during this whole thing. To help with my mental health, I really just needed to find an outlet. I like to write a lot. I like to read, so really just pulling myself out of reality for a little bit and talking to my mom a lot. I think throughout this, if there's one thing I'm grateful for, I'm way more open with my mom now. And the people around me too. Just talking to the people that I do trust, just finding something that you can relieve your stress. One thing to think about is, first of all, your options, but if you're ready to quit. So for me, when I chose to do the frame, it had already been a long road, And the one thing they were worried about was if I could handle another year of going through all of this. But I kind of just wanted to take that chance that I could save my leg because it was the only thing that would help. And if it didn't help, I wouldn't have my leg. So first of all, I would think about your options, but what you're ready to go through. And most of all, just trust your gut. If you have a gut feeling about it, trust your gut. I would give her a big hug and just tell her to be patient, that she'll definitely get there, and it definitely won't be easy, and she'll definitely get to those times where she'll be like over the edge, but that she'll get there eventually, and to always appreciate the people around her, because that was the one important thing. I think without the people around me, I don't think I would be able to be like this.